Hi friend, so glad you joined me today. I know it's seeing the heading, it's a little interesting. So as you see, so there is nothing but sketching while you are traveling. So I will tell you a little background while the flight is taking off. So many of my young friends who just started drawing, especially during the lockdown, so they used to call me, ask few doubts, and they share their drawings with me. So what I found, they are drawing really well, and they are so talented. Uh, since they are beginners, still they are talented and drawing well. But what I found is they lack the observation, and they're drawing by seeing pictures from maybe YouTube channels and pictures, and they're directly drawing, and they're not building up the base. So I advised many of them to draw daily. Take a small sketchbook wherever they go, especially while traveling, and observe nature and observe the surroundings. Try to draw something. Let it be rough. So many of them asked, why don't you show an example or show your sketchbook? So I thought next time when I travel, I will try to do some sketch. So that's the background, guys. So I decided, even if it's a very short flight, I will try to draw something. Luckily, it happened. Lots of seats were empty, and I got a seat, and I tried to draw something. And I thought initially I would draw views of the cabin and such things, but I found the person on the side row was a little middle-aged person, maybe an executive. He looked so tired, and he started sleeping. So I thought maybe this is the opportunity to do some sketching. So after a long time, so during my school college times, I used to do sketching a lot. But nowadays, maybe while traveling too, I feel so tired and try to take rest. So I was missing all those things. So because my young friends reminded me those things, I started. So I myself, in the learning phase now, I am practicing myself and take it as an opportunity. And I saw him sleeping, and there is nobody near to me, so I thought I'll take out my sketchbook and try to draw him. And you can see this is a quick sketch, and the video is showing in real time. So usually my videos are long and I make it faster, so this time it's a real time. And other thing what interested me is some of the special features of this person. So he was pulling down the mask and sitting, very long nose, and he has a very long face. Looks little sober and tired, and just after takeoff he started sleeping. So I thought it's the right time. So even though he was moving here and there a little bit, so but you can see this is a mode of sketching. You can see the lazy strokes, I would say, with a lot of very lazy quick lines. So as to main objective of this kind of sketching is, one, to improve your observation. To second, for example, here our subject is a person. So as long as you observe and draw different people, you won't get to know different features and different variations in people and different mood they are in, and maybe even the study of postures. So as not professionals and amateurs, we always keep learning. So these are the opportunities we get. So we won't get live models to sit and draw on steps. So use these travel opportunities and observe how the people sleeping and different persons, maybe how he is leaning on the seat, and maybe even the dress, different places, how the dress is folded, and features of his person may have little different features. So all those are the advantages of doing sketching, especially while you travel and you go for for example, you sit in a park. So all those really helps. So the main objective here is not to draw so accurately, to capture the moment. It's similar to taking a photograph, but that again after that you'll be drawing from a picture. So rather it will improve the skill. You will be tempted to draw so quick, and main objective is to capture the main features. Other thing, guys, please pardon me for the way it's been shot. Actually, I am holding mobile in one hand and drawing with the other, and it's kind of difficult for me to look above the mobile and draw all the stuff. Still, I thought I will, since some of the friends asked, I thought I should make some video on that, how to do some quick sketching, and even some of them asked me doubts on how to draw hair. So I won't say this is the best example for doing that. We have a lot of YouTube friends especially doing videos on how to draw hair. I told them that, so maybe this will give them a little idea on how to do that. So we need to capture the different way the people form the hair. Maybe the hair may be shabby, some strands may go here and there. So that is part of the observations you make and how you capture it in your sketching. So here you can see I tried to capture mainly the first thing is to capture the outline or the main posture. So as you can see, the main outline, the main features of the hair, the nose, and how he pulled down the mask, and how he's leaning onto the seat, and how his face is a little sober, and all those main things are being captured. Then if you get time, give some shading as well. So the main objective of this kind of sketching is to give you the later inspiration, or maybe this itself may be the subject of your next, either your main drawing or painting. It can be an oil paint, so you may not be doing the coloring and all, so you'll remember it. And now we know the shadow region, everything you're capturing here. So when you do the coloring, you just have to imagine the color and get the details out of this. So while you do, maybe you can add more detail. Maybe some of them may be a little bit imaginary, but you're capturing as many details as possible here. So if possible, we can give some shading. I can see I'm using a hatch technique. Still, even the hatch is also kind of lazy. I'm not using the perfect sketch hatch technique here, so the line should be very straight and shadow, but still I'm using a mixed kind of shading here. Mainly I'm using a pen, so you cannot just make those simple sketches where you give some fading or just blend in the pencil lead. So here we cannot do that. You need to get the shading from the lines. So I'm using a mixed kind of technique where a little bit of hatch and also a lot of lazy lines. So since he's sleeping, maybe I got a little bit more time. So many occasions you won't get that much leverage when you're doing some live subject. Maybe suddenly I will show you in the later videos. So some of the sketchings I did a long back. So even I tried to capture a market where the market, right? It will be very lively. I'm not talking about the supermarkets we have like Walmart or Lenslands or whatever. So kind of a village market where it's so lively, so bargaining. So even those also you can capture, but you need to remember a moment and capture that moment. So this is kind of ideas you get from sketching while you travel. So I'm not advising you can draw every time while you travel in flight. So I always prefer traveling in train. So it gives you more time, it gets you relaxed, make it more subjects to draw. And sometimes you become friendly and they allow you to draw, and otherwise you can sit in your berth and maybe imagine something and draw. So I've never drawn in the flight, so this is the first time I'm doing that. And also maybe I got the opportunity, usually like the short trips you won't get any vacant seats, so This time maybe due to the current issues there are less people, so that gave me a real good opportunity. So again friends, don't mind the camera, so I'm holding hand, so you may be missing some part of the paper or sheet. So yeah, even since I got a little time, I'm capturing even the little patterns of the shirt. So it is a very small hatching kind of shirt, and maybe you may not get the details. So even if you capture the main things, so even while the subject is gone, if you imagine, you can fill in those details later on. So the idea is to get the main features and the shadow regions and stuffs and all those things. So since I got a little time, I'm giving a little feature, even though he moved a little bit here there. But I captured a moment, and maybe I thought the position and giving a little shading using the hands. You can see I gave a little more details for the hair, because hair is one feature I liked here. So it looks like comb, but it's kind of little shabby. The hair was a few strands go here or there, and I guess I'm able to capture that. And the same with his eyebrows. It's not a very thin eyebrow or very thin one, so that also is looks little messy. So maybe I think I captured all those, and all these are in my mind. So if I try to develop it later on, maybe sometimes I may not draw the exact one. Maybe similar, I want to draw a portrait or a person resting or person sleeping. So maybe this will act as a reference for myself. So rather than I refer some images or something from photos in the net, so I have my own reference, my own live detail. So that's how it will help you, friends. So my advice to my young friends who already asked me, so I told them even that time, so keep a sketchbook, if possible daily draw at least 1 or 2 sketchings. So you may feel you are very good nowadays, and you start painting, you are doing this painting, oil painting, all the stuff. Still I would say sketching is the basics for all these arts. So daily do 1 or 2 sketch. It may be imagination, or better to at least look through a window, draw a leaf, a flower, or a bird, or a person's walking through the streets and steps. So all this will help you guys, even if you are a little bit good artist. So even myself, I'm not doing it for some time. As you can see, I lose some practice. Maybe if I practice daily and I try to draw, I've got drawn much better. So that's the advice I am reiterating, and I hope some of my young buddies, I think they got the example. So this is a part 1. Maybe I'll do the part 2 video too. So you can see I have written down the date and the location, all the steps. So all this will help you in future, especially the young friends. So you may be studying in school, college. So after a long time, when you look back at your old sketchbook, so you will know how far you improved, and how far your drawing skills improved, or painting skills improved, and how far your observations improved. So all these are really important, guys. So keep a rough sketchbook, draw daily, and maybe you can take it to school, college, or any picnic. So you enjoy the trip, but whenever you get time, try to draw at least minimum, I would say 2. Won't take much time, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You may not be able to even finish it. So in the upcoming videos, I will show you some of my very old sketchbooks where I was at school, college period, and I used to draw. So many of them may be unfinished, but whenever you feel like you want inspiration or want to do a good painting, you can take from that and draw it. So that part is always there. So keep drawing, and again, don't mind the mobile. I think it gone out of focus for some time. So friends, keep doing it. The upcoming videos will show you my old sketchbook review, and also some of other examples too. So thank you, friends. Thank you all. See you again. Bye.